What's up, guys? Let me set up the stream on my phone really quickly. My microphone stand broke, so I'm gonna be using this the Apple headphones microphone, which is what I've been using for about everything since that very sad occurrence. If you haven't noticed, since the last time I streamed, which was a very long time ago, I got a little bit better at chess. I was like 1,000, now I'm 1,400. It's at least I'm better at chess than I was. Not very good, but you know, it doesn't matter too much. I like the game. And today, I decided, since making opening repertoires and staring at game like the Opening Explorer on chess.com is one of the most boring things that you can possibly do. This music is probably too loud. I'm gonna stream it. And if anyone wants to join and take my opening repertoire for themselves, is my stream even working? Am I live? I haven't done this in so long. Yeah, it's a streaming chess to a whopping 0 viewers. Not even myself. I'm not even a viewer. That's disappointing. Damn, I okay, whatever. Let's get started. Alright. Of course, it's gonna be a London. Here, should I go down the d4, d5 route first? nf6, nf3, and then yeah, I should probably looking at it from London versus King's Indian, because that's where my real weaknesses lie. But we can start off with this music. Is so loud, man. Okay, now it's not as loud. Always a good thing. Sorry if I'm very awkward on this stream, in that I forgot how to stream. Okay. So let me just write on my piece of document one word. So, well, I mean, okay. Yeah, against c5. I usually just play e3 and just normal development against c5. Place my bishop on e2. I wonder if that's good. They like c6. c3 is the main move. I want to go into not a main line, but a side line. Okay. e6 is played a lot here. I don't see e6 played a lot. Let me look at my own games really quickly. Oh, never mind, I do see e6 played a lot. Knight b2, a6, queen b3. Yeah, this is my stuff. Master games, e6. Okay, this is the first line I should be looking down. Or should I? Wait a minute. I know okay. In my games, the majority of the time it's either knight c6 or e6. Okay. Same setup. e3, bishop f5. Yeah, this is the move I see a lot. I see a lot of bishop f5 in this position where they don't play c5. So let's look at it from bishop. Okay, I mean bishop f5. So down the line of d4, d5, bishop f4, 4, and f6, and F3, and C6, E3, and then not bishop F5, but just London, like without C5. Debating on whether to put early C5 or C5. I wonder. Okay, now let's look at the master games. I've never done this before. I've never made an opening repertoire. So let's see. So this is like, okay, master games, bishop f5 and bishop g4 and knight h5. All popular. And what do I get played? E6, and is E6 even an option? Yeah, but it's not great. That's what I face. I face E6 and whatever. So let's go bishop f5, bishop f5, E6, and bishop g4. That's what I'm going to be playing a lot against. Okay, so now bishop f5. Let's look at this. Down the road of bishop f5, I'm expected to play c4. That's it. Yeah, c4 is pretty much it looks like the best move. Bishop. Okay, so against bishop f5, we will now play bishop f5 c5. I mean, 5c4. Let me label the numbers. d4, 3. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my god, this is so professional. 2 bishop f4, knight 6, 3, and f3. I messed something up. 4e3. Let me. Oh man, I need without early c5, and this is the moves that I get played. So 5, bishop f5, 5, bishop e6, 5, bishop g4. Okay. Now, continuation to this. Let's just go up to like move. I don't need to move like 10. I'll just go to move like anything helps really. I think that is what I will try to accomplish. I should not be doing this in a Word document. There are better ways. Should I write in a notebook? Probably should. But I mean, this is what I started. I want you to be able to see like what I'm doing. This isn't even 5. This is 4. Wait, what am I even doing, man? What am I doing? This is such a mess. I'm not even reading it, I'm just like thinking about it. That's not helping. 1 d4, d4, d5. 2 bishop f4 and f6. 3 and f3 and c6. 4 e3. Bishop e5. I mean bishop f5. 5. And here's the continuation. So here play c4, as it is explosive. Then pretty much every game is e6. If d takes c4, you just have a giant center, and if you should be able to win that. You just develop your bishop, I'm guessing. Bishop takes c4, and c3 first as well. That's kind of self-explanatory. But if e6, most common move, 5 c4 e6, a6 is also popular, c4 e6. Then you're supposed to play, that's very self-explanatory. And that's like the main move as well. a3 is also played, c5. a3 makes a lot of sense. I might play a3 and just half draw, half win. Thanks for the comments, Spooky FN. So, should I play the sideline of a3? Or should I play knight to c3? Knight to c3 is played more, but a3 makes a lot of sense, kind of like disallowing a lot of play to happen on the queen side. But I'm guessing if you play a3, then I don't know. A3 looks like a really good move. Knight c3 also looks like a good move. But you're kind of out of the whole London setup. Like, you know, with the whole knight to d2 kind of thing. It's really hard to tell. I mean, I guess knight to d2 would be a bad move here, just because after takes, you know, either takes with knight or takes with bishop, it's kind of unnecessary. But here you have like the future ideal of maybe playing knight to b5. I don't know, you also can't play knight to f3 from here. You know how like common idea is to, you know, rotate your knight over here and take some central space with the knight. Does look like a very good position though. 2 knights in the center. I think we'll play the main line of knight to c3. So 6, knight c3. Okay, knight to c3. Finally, let's look the most natural move. Let me think for a second. Bishop e4 looks kind of natural. Bishop e7. Maybe a6. Let me see what the thing suggests. Oh, bishop e4 is actually the top move. Bishop e7. I wasn't reading the thing. I was just, these are very natural moves. Yeah. a6. Oh wow, I listed literally the only moves that people play. People who are looking at the thing must be so impressed. Okay, I'm guessing, like a lot of these London setups where you do have a knight on c3, people love bishop e4. I know that. People, you know, they love bishop e4. So let's look at bishop e4, and then bishop e7 and a6. So if bishop e4, that's a one of draws. Knight e2 sideline. Not a lot of games played in it, but let me look at all games. Oh, there are no games. Knight d2, it's so... Well, let me think about this really quickly. Knight d2, maybe like trade in the center may occur. Or something like bishop to e4. Asking for the trade of the knight to get a really good knight. Of course, you probably don't accept. Knight d2, it's... I don't really understand the purpose of knight d2, I'll be completely honest. Knight d2 blocks the pin, yeah. I mean, are you trying to get your knight over here? Like that one opening? I forgot what it's called. It's called like the two knights frenzy or something. You have two knights over here. I don't know if I like that. Knight to d2. Rook c1 is also, but yeah, rook c1 would be my move of choice. Rook c1 would undoubtedly be my move of choice. c1, knight e4, yeah, knight e4, of course, yeah. When you don't double up there, there's definitely a chance for break. So I guess that's the point. But if rook c1, you just have so much pressure over here, and you gotta really avoid these kinds of opening tactics. And just pressure overall. So I'm guessing knight d2 might be the right move here, but I want to see the continuation, not exactly to right, but simply to understand. I'm guessing the reason for the high draw count on rook c1 is just that there are, you know, it's hard to defend all these attacks. You know, knight here, wow, c takes d5 is the best, or not best, but like, I don't know, e takes, and that's all, it all makes sense. But it looks very equal. I wanna analyze this really quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if white doesn't have much of an advantage here. Yeah, I mean, like, oh wait. Where were we? Here, right? Yeah, look at that. Look at that, I was right. It's like, some lines, like 0.7, whatever. It's actually going up now. Wow. But there are some lines that, you know, black is just better. But it just looks like a very equal position. And I don't want to give myself such a, not equal position, but just such a hard to play position. This looks very hard to play. To maneuver yourself out of all these, you know, threats. So maybe I will play knight to d2. Knight to d2, castles is the only move, and bishop e2. Yeah, very, very natural moves. I'm guessing people play d takes c4. Knight takes c4, here, knight takes d5. Yeah, it just looks like I did not give enough credit to knight d2. But it looks like down the road, knight d2 is just a very solid, good move. And I can see why it has such a high drawn win rate. I think that'll be the end of my d4, d5, bishop f5, f4, and f6, and f3, and c6, e3, bishop f5, and c4 line. That's what the whole line's about. It's about playing c4 after e6. Instead of like some random stupid move that I probably play. Okay. So let's add that to my repertoire. These are all natural moves. c4, e6, nc3, bishop e4. Oh yeah, we only explored bishop e4. Bishop e4 and... Man, is there... How about Excel? Does that work instead? Because it literally is a database. Yeah, okay, this looks a lot better, really. So we have d4, d5, bishop f4. Okay, let's add the numbers. Let's not rely on whatever. 1 d4, d5, 2 bishop f4, and f6. Oh, this is so much easier to look at. 3 and f4, and c6, 4, e3. Why is the E capitalized? E3. Bishop f5. And then the sideline, which is after this, where do we put it? E3, bishop f5, and then we put it like one square below. So we have 5, c4, e6, 6, and c3, bishop to b4. And so after bishop b4, where's bishop b4? Bishop b4 is over here. Pinning, play knight to d2. And then the next moves are pretty self-explanatory. Knight to d2, castles, and then bishop to e2. I think that's the extent that I'll write in my Excel page. 7, knight to e2. And then bishop, well, knight to e2, castles, bishop to e2, right? 2 castles, 8, bishop e2. And then it's pretty self-explanatory. So, let's go back. Let me see if I just remember all this a second, because okay. d4, 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 d5. It's the same thing, I guess. Like if you say, oh, didn't play the right order. I'm just playing like the setup, I'm not playing the exact moves. e6, c4, I know I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? It looks like I didn't play in the right order. Bishop f4, and f6, and f4, and f4. I probably meant to say f3, right? No way, I'm looking at the wrong one. What's nf4? Okay, wait, let's... Man, for those people who have so much prep, I feel so bad for them. This is, like, unbearable. But at least then I will know what to do past move 1, which is always a good thing. Okay. 1 d4, d5, bishop to f4, and f6, and f3, and c6, e3, bishop to f4, what am I doing? And f6, e3, bishop to f5, c4. After bishop to f5, you play c4. And then after that, they play e6. Your goal is to play this, and knight to d2. You have castles, this. And you have a very good position. Now, let's do it without looking at the thing. d4, d5, bishop f4, and f6, and c6, bishop f5, e3, e6, c4. Let's just play that. This, and it's the same setup. Castles. Oh. And d2, castles, bishop e2. And we have the same setup. Very good stuff. Alright. I'll start streaming later. I just gotta do something really quickly. I'm gonna stream tonight. See you guys later.